CCW fans, got a big announcement. CCW Board of Directors, they let me know something big today. You know, I don't have to really tell you guys what's going on. You guys all see it. You guys saw what happened back in August. I'm just trying to find some answers from Chris Turner because he's not one to answer me. I've tried calling, texting, emailing Chris. I've tried to do it all. Chris hasn't got me any kind of leverage of what's going on. What's the motion for doing this, for what he did back in August? Why is he not returning anything that I'm trying to give to him? Chris, I want to let you know something, and that the CCW board, they in fact sent me an invite to actually sit at ringside for your match next week. So for the first time since August, I will be in the same building as you, and I'm coming to get some answers.
Some major breaking news. The new breed Landon Cruz will be back in Stomping Ground Studios next week when he sits ringside for the turncoat Chris Turner's second round contest in the Television Collect the Bounty Championship Tournament, when Chris Turner goes one-on-one with a violent gentleman, Miles Blackwell. For months now, the new breed has been begging for answers as to why Chris Turner did what he did at Wrestle Bash 30. And finally, maybe next week, after months of waiting, we'll finally get some answers with Landon Cruz ringside for Chris Turner versus Miles Blackwell. But that is in the Television Collect the Bounty Championship Tournament. We had the first round wrapped up last week, and we're going to take a break from the action this week when we have the Alaskan Superstar, Cody Knight, going one-on-one with the crown jewel of the Diamond Exchange, one half of the tag team champions, Daniel Anderson.
The following contest is a non-tournament matchup scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing the Diamond Exchange, hailing from Charlotte, North Carolina, one half of the CCW Tag Team Champions, Daniel Anderson. Ladies and gentlemen, once more I present to you the crown jewel of the Diamond Exchange, Daniel Anderson. And Daniel Anderson's opponent about to make his way to the ring, hailing from Kodiak Island, Alaska. He stands a colossal 6'7". This is the Alaskan Titan, Cody Knight. Ladies and gentlemen, once more I present to you the Alaskan Titan, Cody Knight!
Oh no! Daniel Anderson getting a quick jump here on Cody Knight before the bell even rings. This is just something we've seen from him throughout his career. He is just a horrible, vicious man, taking it to Cody Knight. Cody Knight saying he's good to go, standing straight up now. Saying, is that the best shot you got? Now throwing Daniel Anderson back into the corner, ricocheting off that. Oh, it sounds like a shot going off here in Stomping Ground Studios. Nobody chops harder than Cody Knight.
Jimmy, I think those dirty tactics by Dirty Dan there, all they did was piss off the Alaskan Titan, shrugging them off like raindrops. They did little to no damage to Cody Knight.
And we saw the way that Daniel Anderson bounced off those turnbuckles, the amount of force that Cody Knight threw him into the turnbuckles with. We all know that last year, Daniel Anderson had to undergo major back surgery. We have to wonder what kind of condition that back would be in now in his first singles matchup since returning from that injury.
Yes, and ladies and gentlemen, Cody Knight had said that he wanted to be in the Collect the Bounty tournament, but then he decided that he wanted to continue his quest on the major prize here in CCW, the World Heavyweight title, and that is why he has this matchup against the crown jewel of the Diamond Exchange, Daniel Anderson, who he himself would like to be a double gold champion, get back into the ranks, and claim that world title once again.
And Cody Knight had enough of Daniel Anderson taking his time outside the ring, and I can't say I blame him. Whoa, Shooter oh, this is the numbers game catching up. The Diamond Exchange always has a plan, sending Cody Knight directly into that steel guardrail.
Shooter McGee and Daniel Anderson, a cohesive unit,
Oh, look at the strength of the Alaskan Titan.
Oh!
What can
That...
Oh, my God, nearly put a hole in the wall.
Jesus!
If Daniel Anderson's back wasn't hurting before, it definitely is now. I can't imagine what he's feeling at this moment. Ugh. Nearly put a hole in the Stomping Ground Studios wall.
Normally, Cody Knight shows restraint with his strength, but after the dirty tactics of Daniel Anderson, I'd say it was cashing in a receipt, if you will, Jimmy.
And that was enough to give Cody Knight the advantage. What a brutal move that was.
I think he moved the building a few inches.
And now, as you see right now, as he wrenches on the neck, he has his knee right in the spine of the one half of the current tag team champions, a member of the Diamond Exchange, Daniel Anderson. Now is just straight up knee in the spine. This is just a brutal move of something that he's already targeted. And Cody Knight's somebody who has never held a championship, never held gold here in CCW. You have to think this is something, the way he is controlling the match against somebody who has held numerous titles is going to be a confidence booster as he's trying to shoot for his first championship. Anderson able to block a move.
And who knows? The rest, there's still a little bit of time left in this year, and the new year, 2022, could be the year of the Titan.
Oh! Neutralizing the height advantage. They're going after that repaired knee of Cody Knight. We've talked about the back injury of Daniel Anderson. Cody Knight is no stranger to surgeries as well. He has had to undergo knee surgery in his career.
And this is brilliant strategy. All right, I do not like this. Daniel Anderson should keep Cody Knight on the ground. Once Cody Knight's back on his feet, he has that height and strength advantage. Daniel Anderson should have finished him off while he had him down there at his mercy. Perhaps the hubris of Daniel Anderson biting him in the... Oh!
Going right back to that knee.
Going back to what works. That is a good tactic by the multiple-time world champion, Daniel Anderson. Just wrenching on that repaired knee of Cody Knight.
Yeah, hyperextending it. This is neutralizing both the height and strength advantage of the Alaskan Titan. He may not be the strongest, fastest, or biggest wrestler in Continental Championship Wrestling, but there's no doubt that Daniel Anderson may be the smartest.
Brilliant move there by Daniel Anderson as he was throwing fists on the Ice Road Titan. You saw he had that knee locked in and now working on it slowly. Now he's got the other leg.
Powers his way out. Oh, my God.
Daggum. The strength of Cody Knight even when he is injured.
I was just about to ask, what does Cody Knight do if he can't walk or use that leg, but it looks like he has enough power in one leg to overcome that.
Well, you notice the grizzly bear on the back of the Alaskan Titan's trunks. A bear is most dangerous when it is cornered and it is injured. Cody Knight proving to be just that.
Talking about corner, Daniel Anderson taking Cody Knight straight to the corner. What could he have in mind here? This is just dangerous intentions. Oh, my God, wrapping that knee around the steel post.
Using that post as a fulcrum and just bending the leg.
Oh, Shooter McGee jumping in. This, if you're a referee, you have to have eyes in the back of your head with the Diamond Exchange around. We honestly probably should have 2 or 3 referees to keep their eye on Shooter McGee, always up to something on the outside of the ring. But Daniel Anderson continuing to punish that knee. Looks like he has a cloverleaf type move in. This is just a painful move. How will Cody Knight be able to escape this?
Cody Knight has a bit of hope there. He's close to the ropes. He needs to use those long arms if he can even get a
but
finger.
The back gave out on Daniel Anderson.
A good break, pardon the pun there, for Cody Knight. Now he needs to get to the other side. Get some distance between him and Daniel Anderson. Even get outside the ring. You know, use it. Get some feeling back in those legs. Get some breath back in those lungs.
Daniel Anderson sees the opening. Could he be going for the DDT that has won him numerous championships here? Cody Knight is in a dangerous position. Drops him head first into the mat.
Jimmy, that's it. Like Shooter McGee said, it's over. All he's got to do is get the pin now.
No, Cody Knight able to
kick
keep
out
the match
by
alive.
Cody Knight.
Daniel Anderson is in shock right now, as is I think everybody here in Stomping Ground Studios. How in the world was Cody Knight able to find a way out of that pending predicament?
Well, they don't call him the Alaskan Titan for nothing. Tremendous wells of strength in Cody Knight. Oh, there you see countering Daniel Anderson's plans by locking in one arm there with the ropes.
Going for a sidewalk slam, plants him in the center of the ring, but The knee is unable to make him capitalize. He is grasping at that knee that has been punished throughout the duration of this contest.
When you slam a body into the mat, all of your body absorbs some of that shock, and that knee absorbed a little more shock than it could handle. But the Alaskan Titan back to his feet once again. Looks like he's trying to finish it up here, Jimmy.
No, we've seen him utilize that move. Oh, no, the knee gave out. Once again, looks like he's going for a DDT type maneuver. No! Could we have the Kodiak Slam? Could we have the Kodiak Slam? No!
Dirtiest trick in the book. I don't care who you are, but a kick to the family jewels by the crown jewel, the Diamond Exchange.
He is
Put
so
you on
proud.
your knees every time.
And he is so proud of himself after a move like that. But Cody Knight not one to go down for long. You can tell he did not appreciate that. I don't think Daniel Anderson appreciates getting his head taken off by a clothesline. Cody Knight lifting the big Daniel Anderson, throwing him over his head. The strength and power that takes, especially on one leg.
Daniel Anderson, no lightweight. That's over 220 pounds Cody Knight's throwing across the ring there. And that's with an injured knee.
Cody Knight not able to quickly capitalize on it because of that injured knee, but what could he have in mind right here? Is he going
for it?
Is this the choke slam he's going for? Oh no, thumb to the eye to negates whatever it had Cody.
Right in the eye.
It goes right back. We have a bear hug. Bear hug locked in the center of the ring. Daniel Anderson is fading. Daniel Anderson is fading.
He's got it locked in good and tight. One.
That's it.
Oh,
that's it. Cody Knight has knocked out the former champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, the Alaskan Titan, Cody Knight!
We asked throughout this match which would hold up better, Cody Knight's knee, Daniel Anderson's back. In the end, it was Cody Knight able to knock off a former, several-time world champion as he continues, that is Cody Knight, his quest to capture his first ever gold in CCW.
And a win over Daniel Anderson here tonight has gotten him one step closer to that world title shot that he is so desperately wanting. Cody Knight very soon could be holding gold here in CCW if he keeps up with impressive victories like that.
The Alaskan Superstar, Cody Knight, continues to roll, continues his undefeated streak with a quality, monumental victory over Daniel Anderson. Cody Knight continues to build that momentum toward January 22nd at Stampede 31, right here in Jacksonville, Florida, taking place at Eagles View Academy, where it will be a 20-man over-the-top rope battle royal where the winner not only gets $10,000, but also earns himself a World Heavyweight Championship opportunity later that night. Speaking of championship opportunities, though, next week we will continue the Television Collective Bounty Championship Tournament with second round action. We already heard a little bit about it earlier tonight when Landon Cruz will be ringside for the match between Chris Turner and the Violent Gentleman Miles Blackwell. And now we'll hear from the Violent Gentleman himself.
Miles Blackwell here. Once again, I stand before you unpinned. Once again, I am a man of my word. I said I would breeze through this tournament. I've already breezed through the first round. The next round, I'm facing Chris Turner. I've never stepped in a ring with him before. But like always, I'm going to leave the match unpinned. And I'm going to go all the way to the final, and I'm going to defeat whoever has the audacity, nay, whoever has the stupidity to step through those ropes to square off against me. Tune in, see what happens, and I'll see you in the finals. Cheers.
Miles Blackwell is never short for words, and next week he'll have his eyes set on Chris Turner in the second round of the Television Collective Bounty Championship Tournament. But that is not the only second round matchup we have next week. We'll also see Mike Anthony take on Cole Bohannon. So please be sure to join us next week right here for
Do
Continental.
you think I'm worried about Landon Cruz? CCW has crossed the line. I don't care who's out there. He can come in all he wants. I'm going to take care of you. I'll take care of everybody who sits out there and runs their mouth about me.